Alrighty. Starting off our day with some chilled vibes. That's what I say. My cat, on the other hand, says other things. Like meow. And a few others. So today we're starting a bit early. And I'm having to work around my cat at the moment. Because he has said he wants to be right up in the business. He wants to know what's going on. Scoot your buns. There's somebody doing a Veiljack for Void hole. I am not going to worry about that. Oh, before I start, though, it is Veiljack related. Something I promised to talk about before and did not. I think most everyone knows this now, but it came as a revelation to me a week and a half ago. But there's a collection of mods. Avionics, sorry. Not navigation, fast travel. Dry dock. Wreckage capacity of 30 reached. Any new wreckage will be automatically scrapped. Well, thanks for telling me late. Most of them are guns, of course. Oh, my Vidar Carsonox Mark III is finished. Let me claim that. Yes. And let's go to components and get that equipped on here. Oh, or not. Thank you. Jesus. So day whatever since Empyrean dropped, and we still don't have a patch that fixes a whole mountain of pretty showstopper problems. Let's see. I have to clean this up, so now I'm stuck doing that. 57.7 is the highest I think I've ever seen. I think it can get up to 60, but I've never seen that high. Yeah, I can scrap these three. Oh, don't tell me it did the wrong one. It's a whole lot of Dirac we're getting. Let's see. 51.7, 56.5. Oh wait, that's a cryophone. 56.5. So these two I can dispose of. Ugh. Is it really reorganizing them every time I do that? It really is. That's very frustrating. Okay, so now I've got these cryophones. 37, 51. You're gone. Now I have these photors to scrap. Weapon damage. Big weapon damage. That was 27.2. Okay, so the one I don't want to scrap... I wish there was a way you could do more than one at once. Okay, so first things first, we're getting rid of that one, because that's obviously inferior. 27.2, 27.6, 24.2, 24.2 is toast. We'll get to the point of why we're here in just a moment. Alright, now we have these pulsars. 56.6. Alright, that, other than the shield arrays that I'm going to have to sort through and get rid of. Let's see, 102, that's pretty terrible, but it has a fast regen. That's actually not bad. still not sure which is better, shield regen delay or... So these are a bit of a tricky one. I think shield regen delay is probably a good idea, but then again, there's also a bunch of stuff that gives you bonuses when shield regeneration is... You know, that one's just too low capacity to be worth my while. That's about, I think, a bottom of the barrel roll. In terms of shield capacity, it's pretty atrocious. Yeah, like this one. Railjack damage increased by 25% when shields are depleted. That's substantial. But with shield regen delay, who cares? You're going to be getting your shields back all the time. Okay. Oh, I did get a couple engines somewhere along the way. Great. That's slightly better than the one I have. That's worse. There we go. Alright, so the thing I was going to show is, so there are these avionics. Here they are. So you've got your bulkheads, you've got your hull weaves, you've got your conic nozzles, which are all great and all that stuff. But then there's these terrible avionics like Winged Steel and Winged Cyclone, which increase nearby Arcwing armor and Arcwing speed. And there's a couple others, but those are the biggies. I'm going to turn my music down a smidge there so I can actually hear myself think. Now, that's all well and good. Within 60 meters is absolutely pitiful, though, because that's like kissing the ship. Basically, it's pretty non-existent. But they actually boost your Arcwing, your Railjack rather, at least on its stats screen. If that's a bug, well, it's an extremely consistent one, and it happens every time. So I'm going to remove these just to show this in action. So you can see my stats just plummet there for speed and armor. I'm going to go back out. I'm going to go back in. Avionics, and we're going to pop those back on there. Winged. Here's my Winged Steel. So my armor is 2,528 because I've got a hull weave on there. And it's about to go up by a bunch. It basically doubled and change, which is phenomenal. Increasing your effective health like a lot. There's another winged one here. Where is it? There's Winged Force. That's the one I forgot about. I don't think I have a Z-key Winged Cyclone, if such a thing exists. But I do have the non-Winged Cyclone. And this is going to apply to engines, which are at 572 meters per second right now, and are about to go up to 651 meters per second, which is substantial, as you can probably guess. Those of you who have a basic understanding of math. Oh, I got a Z-key Hyperflux. I don't know when that happened. Was unaware of that. Cool. So yeah, those are little things. These winged mods boost your Railjack, which is good because otherwise they're completely worthless. They're absolutely terrible. If they didn't boost your Railjack, they would be worse than trash. They would serve no purpose because, let's face it, there's just boosting the performance of Arcwings within a very narrow sphere around your vessel is completely worthless to both yourself and the Arcwings themselves, because the Arcwings, if they're doing anything useful at all, are probably ranging far and wide, and 100 in-game meters in space is nothing. It's pretty sad. It's a questionable design decision. I fully expect though that that's going to wind up getting reverted. That those are not going to apply to the railjack. I fully expect that at this point. I just don't see how they could allow it to occur. Oh, I do have a spare void cloak now. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see. Oh, I have a particle ram now. That's right. Great for Earth, the particle ram. Kinda trashy for anything greater than Earth. But it's not horrible. It's useful. It has use. Yeah, I have countermeasures. I think I just still have Seeker Volley here. Yeah, I do. Oh, I have a lot of Dirac to work with. Okay. I can max out two grid slots, I think. I've already got those set. And then, unfortunately, I'm basically done with Dirac entirely. Once I have that maxed out in the few mods that I'll need to, or avionics rather, that I'll have to do it for. I think what I'll do is I will max out you. Since tactical doesn't have specific avionics that go in each slot, unlike the battle slots, which is stupid. I thought I didn't have Seeker Volley for the longest time, but it turned out I had one from like day one or something horrible. Ooh, I am not going to be able to max out another one. That's okay. I'll wind up doing more grid slots there. I'm going to keep what I've got for now. Yeah, so today... Oh, shoot. I need to do it quickly. This took longer than I expected. Today, I'm going to be doubling down on sorties is the plan. We are going to be doing sorties. Got a mob def, a spy, and an assassination. I am optimistic about how quickly we could do those. We're going to be doing it as Octavia, because Octavia can do it all. Octavia is great like that. I'm an Octavia fan. Octavia and Wisp. Great frames that buff well. They buff they buff allies, and they scale reasonably well. I think Octavia probably scales better than Wisp does, but Wisp is highly relevant for mid to high level content. Okay. Oh. And let's pop you on there. There we go. So any enemies coming ahead and great. I was not radiation procced, so it wasn't my fault that time, I think. So that's gonna hurt timing wise. Mobile defense, yes, it is radiation hazard. The biggest difficulty is that enemies can radiation proc you. That's the fear. That's the thing to be avoided here. I don't think we're gonna get this done in time. I was expecting we'd be done at least one stage by now, and I don't think we can do the whole thing in 10 minutes. It'll be tight. It'll be tight for sure. Yeah, see, Toxin proc. Gotta get myself cloaked. There we go. So I also have a new Vasca Kavat, which is the new Kavat they released. which is supposed to be all vampiric and stuff, and is kind of not okay. Um, the other Kavats are better.
Still working on it. Continue to defend. Corpus Warriors are heading to your location.
Why am I the only one here? And I called it beans and rice. Ha. It's a pun or play on words. Because, you know, Anne Rice, writer of Queen of the Damned, Interview with a Vampire, and a number of other novels, and then eventually involving vampires, and then eventually finding Jesus sometime in the mid-aughts. Don't ask how that works. I don't have an answer for you. I don't know how that works, but it does. Perhaps her writing vampire novels was all just kind of being edgy or something. I don't know. All right. You know what? I'm gonna let this ride. Oh, plop that down. Duh. Oh, good. People know how to use Octavia. That's excellent news. You'd be surprised how rare that is. People who will just start mashing crouch like a smart person. So Octavia, for those who are uninitiated, is wonderful. Octavia is wonderful for a number of reasons, but one of these reasons is that she provides the buffs to the team. Now, I don't have very strong buffs. Mostly it's cloak, because I'm built for duration and range. Oh, why would you do this? I'm gonna just revive myself. Oh, somebody revived me. I have a wide explosive radius on this thing. I have to be extremely careful. I've already killed myself. Oh, I don't have the dingus, do I? I don't. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plop it down right about here. That should be outside the range. And I am not going to throw down my range expander for that. So I'm just going to plop enemies as they come in. Any enemies coming from that direction should go and attack that instead, which will be good. There aren't many situations where I wish I had the double damage absorbing ball ability. This is one of them. It's one of her augs, her augment mods, and it's pretty good, or could be pretty good if there weren't so few situations where it was useful. They exist though, so I can't really knock it. There we go. Okay, we have how many minutes? Ooh, it's doable. It's doable. If the team is on the ball, we can absolutely do this. We can absolutely do the spy in 5 minutes. Can absolutely do a spy in 5 minutes, but we have to do it real quick. We can do this. And to anyone just tuning in, the reason I have the black bar in the upper right-hand corner of my screen is just to cover up any possible financial information you could be seeing, i.e. platinum counts. I don't have an assault rifle equipped, oh god. Amprex, there we go, we're good. Okay, I'm leaving the squad and starting, because we don't have time. Like, we can do this in just under 3 minutes, I think, if we're on the ball. I'm not that confident that it's going to happen. What did I pick? Amprex. Okay, that's fine. Amprex is fine. Amprex is a workhorse.
Tenno, you are set to infiltrate their vaults and retrieve highly sensitive enemy information. Keep going. Nobody knows you're here.
I'm going to go for C ahead. It's assault rifle only, though, which is a bit of a problem. I said I have C, dude. What are you doing?
Lose this data, and the mission will be a complete
Don't trigger the alarms.
Be on the lookout for increased security measures. Target console is nearby. Trigger the alarms now. The enemy will start destroying data. You've triggered the alarms. Lose this data, and the mission will be a complete failure. Enemy has successfully destroyed all the data. This mission is a failure.
How do I leave this squad? Okay, so it's not happening. That's great. Yeah, 2 minutes can't be done. No. You could get all the objectives done within that time, but you couldn't get to exit in that time.
Enemy data vaults and retrieve crucial intelligence data. They'll have plenty of robotics. Corvus never fight for themselves. On the lookout for increased security measures. The enemy would rather destroy their data than let it get into our hands.
Alright. So all I need to do is make that little jump.
You've triggered the alarms. Lose this data.
Wasn't me, thank God. Yeesh.
Extracted. They won't even know it's gone.
Security override incoming.
We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
New sortie will be up by the time we're out. Unfortunately.
Security override infringed.
An effort was made,
Successfully hacked.
and then
Location
it was
is
foiled.
to normal security levels.
Whatever. You get to see X number of sortie missions.
Navigation has been updated. New invasions.
Yep.
Chaos is spreading.
I'm leaving this squad. I don't care. Defense, sabotage, and mob death. Great. Well, any weapon requirements? No. I am then going to equip my Ogress. I'm going to form of this, which I need to put a not mods, Udork actions hyphen apply. What was over there? I think it was an ice mod. Well, too late now.
Please return covered in blood. Safe and sound.
The hyenas were going to be a lot of fun too. But too late now. Now I have to do whatever these are.
Defend your cargo until reinforcements arrive. I hope we're ready for this.
There we go. So they should mostly shoot at that, which will do a fair job of killing them all. At least that is the hope. That guy is twitcherating. I don't blame him. What you can't see there is me doing melee combos. Needless to say, there's a lot of melee comboing going on there. Melee combos, Frag, you say, but you're killing them at long range. Well, yeah. We're rolling with a Redeemer Prime, which is a shooty gun that is also a melee weapon. Oh, good. Heck with it. We'll get our ball rolling if you pardon the pun. Or don't pardon the pun. I'm gonna make the puns anyway. Nothing you can do. I don't think you need to be a founder to be MR28. Oh, because my stuff ran out. I knew that. Really? I mean, well, I wouldn't know. I don't know that many other founders that play the game regularly, so he may well be correct in that statement. Let's see. 2, 1, 3. Whoa, zoom. I had the opportunity to get a minus zoom roll on my Riven, but the bonuses it provided were not very good. Maybe I should have taken it anyway, because minus zoom is kind of like a bonus in so many situations, but it was something like plus impact damage and status duration, or not status duration, status chance or something. It was underwhelming in any event, so I rolled past it. In the hopes of getting like multi-shot. I did get a multi-shot roll, but it was A, a low roll, and B, that might have been the one. No. If it was minus zoom and multi-shot, I would have taken it no matter what the other thing was. I don't remember now. This was like half a week ago. There's been a lot of Warframe since then. Getting some interesting delay right now with my power inputs, though that does sometimes happen. Lots and lots of text Maximuses. Eximi. So tangentially related to the word Eximus. This Saturday I will be unable to do my Storytime Saturday stream because I will be in a tournament for a still currently an early access game called Eximius, which is kind of a first-person shooter. Kind of nothing. It is a first-person shooter RTS hybrid. Quite good. I've been very pleased. Semi-realistic. Definitely learned from the best, like Command and Conquer Renegade and a few others. This hostage just keeps going down, I tell you. I got him. Oh, that's why I'm low on energy. So ideally, I wouldn't be using the ball, uh, the roller ball, because that thing winds up kind of dodging enemies to an extent. It is not always advantageous. Lots of Oberon components, as you're probably noticing, because Eximus units drop them. They drop them like candy. They are free money, basically, once you have Oberon built. Unless you want to be some sort of absolute madman and build several Oberons, which you could do. I won't tell you not to. I don't really see the point in having more than one of a frame, except in a very limited number of circumstances where it's like, well, certain builds are diametrically opposed, so you kind of have to. If you want to have builds for a frame for every occasion. Sort of wish the Gunblade stances had a aerial attack that shot out, but I'm not totally certain how that would work. Heck with it. I need juice. Jeez Louise. Nuke the site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. I don't know where he is. There he is. Alright, gaining energy again. That's a good feeling. Because goodness knows we need it. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna plop that right there, because that's roughly in the middle. Lots of enemies will pass by that area. Ugh. All these energy leech Eximuses, Eximi. Where is you, dude? What is you doing? Oh boy. I'm amazed I had the energy to do even that. Oh boy. Well, we're okay. This is fine. Alright, I'm going to forma my Ogress, and then I just have one more forma for both that and my Kuvasir, and those will be max rank. Got a couple Argon that run. I don't need any Argon, unfortunately. Let me just... actions... polarize... What was I polarizing again? I think I'm doing a V polarity. Let's do a V polarity there, I figure. That's as good as anything. Yep. Okay. Oh, good. I was able to keep everything there. Let's, I can leave gas. Gas is fine, but I do need to swap out the magnetic for absolutely anything else. I don't want blast. Oh, that's right. I was doing rad viral, I think. So I need heat. No. Yes. And I need toxin. Oh no, I need Alec. There we go. Now I just have to reorganize everything so that it actually works. Let's do. Wrong one. There we go. That'll do. Triple elemental, boys! And this I can change to, I think I had it on corrosive. But of course, why couldn't it be easy? Uh, that'll do. Corrosive is a good workhorse. Okay, sabotage, earth sabotage, that's interesting. Alrighty. I'm gonna save energy and not recast again because this is about to be over.
There's the torsion key device, but they've taken the void key. Find it.
Zoop. Whoosh and swoosh. And a 1. And a 2.
Pick up the key. You got the key.
Who got it, me or him?
The portal.
Real question, does it matter? Real answer, nope. Could have been either of us. We got there at about the same time.
Go. Portal now. It's about to collapse.
Yeah, Warframe augments seem to be something that Digital Extremes, the developers of Warframe, seem to have kind of forgotten about. And definitely weapon syndicate augs they've forgotten about. They haven't done, I think, a new batch of those in quite some time.
Torsion beam device are out of commission. The enemy will not be returning anytime soon. All your
I don't know when the last new one of those came out. That had to be a year or two now. And I don't remember what the last one was. Was the last one a rescue? I don't know. Oh, let's get some water in me. Oh, mob def. Mob def is fine. Of Mayana's key. You tell him, dude. Characters they do absolutely nothing with anymore. There's a lot of that in... Okay, we're done. We're done. I don't know what the element was. I don't care. Ah, my head is pounding. Weather front moving through is just absolutely laying me low. I'm amazed I'm even doing this right now. Kind of just want to curl up into a ball with the cat and sleep. Which I'm sure the cat would be perfectly content with. It's the sort of thing he would do.
This is a mobile defense system. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations as they use the network. Be prepared for heavy resistance.
Ah, I love that little dance they do when they're like, I should be detecting something, but I'm not. Roar!
Well spotted.
Oh no! No, you don't. Uh-oh. Thanks. I think that was my cat that did that. My in-game cat, not my other cat. Okay.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Oh, and we have a wisp. This is bumping. I can probably move backward doing this faster than I move forward by sprinting. Aside from, the tiny problem of not knowing where I'm going, really. No, it's really not faster, but it's fast. I didn't want to hit 2 there. Curse you, muscle memory! Alrighty, let's get this puppy reloaded. Boom. Boom. The fire rate doesn't help me very much. Boom. It makes my melee weapons better than they already are. So there's that. I knew there was one hiding over there somewhere. That door can't open. Oh, what I'll do is I'm gonna plop it there. So I can probably put the 4, which is the broad spectrum enhancer, over top of us, and it should reach down below too. Oh, it is that way. I think it's a physical damage type that they are. Oh no! But yeah, the Vasca Cavats can revive you at the cost of like X% of their health. They can only do it every 2 minutes. If there is a on-screen countdown timer for that, I do not know where it is. So I've got to place that somewhere else. Okay. That'll do. Fortunately, with high-level enemies like this, they wind up doing a lot of damage to that to Octavia's 1, so it gets pumped up. It is a good thing, I'm saying. Octavia is part of that sintered order of Warframes that can scale with pretty much any level of content you care to throw at her. She's very good in that regard. Not every frame can do that. In fact, a lot of them can't. I'd argue even the majority cannot. Oh, nice. You activate the thing, but you don't go for it? Great. What is this? Alright, so let's see what we got. Chuck a rocket over there and a rocket over there. Just to be on the safe side. Alright, Anasa, I hope. Oh, Kuva? Ew. Why is that even in the drop tables for sorties, Sheldon? I don't know for a fact that D.E. Sheldon is in fact the guy in charge of drops for sorties, but I know he has been involved in drops in other parts of the game, so I am going to assign him the blame for that one. Okay, so the Kubasir is almost leveled up. Technically, I could form this to make it even better, but at the end of the day, who has the time? Actually, that's another thing I wanted to fiddle with was my murder-ligig. Like whirligig, but with the word murder instead. So what I've been thinking of doing is tweaking the build I have on here to include Exodia Force, which on status effect has a 50% chance to deal 200% weapon damage to enemies within 6 meters, which is not huge range, but it's big enough for most basic gameplay to be worth considering at the very least. Um, Difficulty here is lack of slots. And the general lack that I have of status chance, which is really low. So to counteract the lack of status chance, there's what is that called? Status. Just look for it. Not weeping. It is weeping wounds. Okay, is weeping wounds, which the alternative is I go with something like enduring affliction because I can. This has lift. I can have lift combos on this, so I can make that work. The problem is, where do I put it? Because frankly, I like having viral and corrosive on one weapon. And I would kind of have to get rid of part of the corrosive, I think, to make it happen. Or I would have to slow the weapon way down to do it. And I'm even less likely to do that because I need attack speed somewhere along the line. So thoughts I've been having are swap out prime pressure point for condition overload. And just not have reach, which hurts me physically and mentally to even say. With the proviso that the Exodia Force is going to be the thing that's going to be giving me actual ranged damage on a melee weapon. I do pretty much want to keep Blood Rush because I've already got kind of a lot of crit chance, as you can see. But I don't, strictly speaking, need it. I can live without. But I would prefer to have it because that's what sends. Oh, I don't have any crit damage boosters on here at all. That's very interesting. When did that happen and how? What are you? Is it Organ Shatter? Crit. Yeah, okay, it is Organ Shatter and it's ilk. Unfortunately, that drops my crit chance down to a depressingly low 81.2% as opposed to a ludicrously high 160%. Like, this thing is getting orange crits natively. That's how crazy this thing is. In fact, it's to that point that I kind of don't care about Blood Rush. So I think I'll toss that. Pop in... I still can't remember its name. Weeping Wounds. Mods, Weeping Wounds. Fusion. Boop, 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 boop. Do I have? Yes, I do. Barely have enough endo. You can't see it. No, no, you can. Never mind. I only have 1001 endo right now. It's really, really bad. Plus 40 status per chance per combo multiplier. Apply fusion. Which is pretty substantial. So I will be getting Wambo Cambos pretty quicky wicky. Now I don't know how Exodia Force interacts with condition overload. Because it says 200% weapon damage to enemies within 6 meters. Is that when you've got status types kicking in? Or not? In any case. It's a build I've been wanting to try. Actually, do that instead of Primed Reach and see how that takes me. Because with Exodia Force, I'm going to be kind of just giggling, or ideally be giggling at things as soon as I get status procs. So we'll see. We'll see. That may or may not work. Something I've been wanting to try. Because I hadn't fiddled with the other Zaw weapon Exodias. Oh, that's right. I've got new offerings. So I don't. I've got these to get. No, 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 no. I'm looking for anything with Baza. Yes, yes. Ivara, or whatever the third thing is that's with Ivara Prime. And I don't remember it. Isn't it Axomati Prime? Yeah, here we go. Okay. And I keep confusing it for the Axe Stilettos for what are probably obvious reasons. I don't know what this is. Whatever. It's a bit too indie for me. I've got a bunch of royalty-free music playing in the background, so I don't have to worry about being shanked. It's a grab bag, and that does mean it is not all good. Alright, I have attempted so far to farm for some of the new components, but so far nothing doing. No, 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 no. I keep getting Baza Prime blueprints. Okay. Oh, right. I've been meaning to check my Nightwave stuff. Extermination. Yeah, that's actually not too hard. You just have to know what you're doing. And pick the right mission where they can't actually activate alarms. Void. Void. Pretty easy. Capture missions, exterminate missions. Rare mods is pretty easy. That'll either happen or it won't. I'm not doing that because I don't hate myself. Oh, scans. I could do scans. 25? Ew. I could do it. Oh, right. Things I've been meaning to also show off are the factions. Here we go. Cosma. Oh, I still don't have one for that. Okay. Or apparently the Cosma Gokstad pilot, which I thought... Oh, because they require 20 scans. I've scanned everything consciously like 10 times. Or in this case, 5. This is just to show off what they've got going on. This thing is all alloy armor, so it's radiation damage and cold on the side. All the way. Ignore magnetic and electricity. Slash damage won't do you a whole lot. Puncture is helpful. The same is basically true of all of them, but it shifts to magnetic or electrical being actually relevant. I think that basically holds true for all of them. But radiation is going to be your major breadwinner. And then you also have the EXO, which I know I don't have as many scanned. See, I thought I had gotten 5 scans of the EXO cutters. Oh, I might have the Elite. That might be it. Yeah, I have the Elite EXOs scanned. I don't have the regulars scanned. You know what? I am not listening to that anymore. Moving right along. God, no. Okay, these are terrible. All right, give me a sec. We gotta get some tunes going. We gotta get hyped. We gotta get hyped. Let's get hyped, ladies and gents. Come on. Uh, oh my God, why did I put this here? The organizational disaster that is at present. My music drive is distressing. Oh, why not? Why not? Oh, there's no way this can bite me in the rear. Uh, let's see. No, not baby snakes. Not Jazz from Hell. There was a good one here. Is it Studio 10? No. Though that does have Adventures of Gregory Peccary, but that's more one I want people to actually experience. Oh, Sleep Dirt. That's relatively inoffensive, and I find highly entertaining. Can I really play Warframe and listen to Frank Zappa at the same time? I think there's a distinct chance I can do whatever I want. Well, within reason. Okay. But yeah, this gives you a rough idea of what you want to be modding for, basically. I wind up having Toxin a lot, because Toxin now does interesting things. It basically acts kind of like a rad proc. So it can be useful. The proc itself is what's useful as opposed to the damage. I've stopped using cold damage for the most part for my here, let me get my Arcwing weapons out. For my Arcwing weapons, because I kind of don't need it. Oh, my Phaedrus max, so I can beef up my Zodiac Shred now. I don't have the Endo to do that. I have been using automatic trigger of late. It is magnificent, the improvement that does. It is truly substantial, much more so than I expected. I do want to get Slash in there because Slash and Puncture are great for Arcwing stuff. Puncture basically acts kind of like Corrosive. It reduces shields and armor by a percentage every time it procs. Slash is crazy in that it provides an increasing damage vulnerability on the enemy, so the more slash procs you're getting, the better. So right now I need to get my Zodiac Shred maxed, so to do that, to that end, I'm going to do what I never do, which is build some Iotans here. Then I'm going to turn some in. One, two. These are a couple K a pop. I only need to do like... There we go. That reduces my Iotan Amber Stars sufficiently. I'm going to trade in like 4 of those, or 3 of those. Alright. Maru's Bazaar. Where is that? Is that at Mars now? That's at Mars now. I'm going to trade those in. Oh, also, I might as well go and get the Iatan that she's offering for free. Also think I'm going to switch to Titania because I like Titania. Yes, yes, yes. Looking for Iatan treasures. I am always ready. My body contains readiness in its pure, primal, and elemental form. Mm. Delicious. Oh, just eating some banana bread. So we're just going to ignore the enemies here. These are easy. It's so slow! And I'm killing everything to death anyway. So, depending on the obstacle course we get, Titania might not be the best option. But she's never a bad option. Oh yeah. Fortunately, it's not timed yet. The problem is inflicting status ailments and making them count. Because I'm like one-shotting most enemies. I think this build will really come into its own for... Oh, I have to stand on the thing. Oh boy! Now I just need to go over to there, bop that, and we're done. Oh, nice. I meant to scan that. So slow! Do 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 do. Spider of Destiny. Ah, I'm already why would you stand there? Thanks. Beans and rice. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the projectile toss Exodia. It's either that or Exodia Force. And either of those. The main reason I'm trying to switch to Exodia Force is more general melee damage output, really, but normally I prefer the utility of the other one, but I have been killing myself with it repeatedly in the context of new melee combos and how those have been tweaked, as well as the very close quarters of railjack stuff. So I've been kind of tweaking with different builds that I ordinarily wouldn't do. And since the enemies there are exceedingly beefy, like a regular butcher has something like 550 health at has 50 health at like level 1, whereas a Cosma butcher has like 200, and it just scales exponentially from there to the point of absolute silliness. Fast travel. There's no fast travel in here. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. I'll probably do some railjack later in the stream. Right now, extract endo from my Iatan items. Where are you? There you are. 2, 3. Anything worth doing here? Extract. That's 10k. I can live with that. Complete collection. I gave you 3 Iatans. I think complete does not quite factor in. Okay. Now I have to remember what I was leveling up. Oh, right. I remember now. This was all to get Zodiac Shred beefed up. Mods, Zodiac Shred. I need to get a duplicate Zodiac Shred, though, now, which is the trouble. That's fine. I don't use the Singus much anyway. And that should bump that up to be at least on a par with the Impact. It's not quite. Not quite. Now, if I could get minus Impact damage, that would be ideal. But this will make it so that Slash procs a bit more consistently. If worst comes to worst, I'll just wind up scrapping that idea and living with the 12 damage or whatever it is. It's basically just so that you can keep applying the Slash proc and then giggling all the way to the bank as they just take increasing amounts of damage from everything you do. What was I gonna do? Right, I need to get... it's a spy fissure. I need to check this. I think it's Volm I need to get. Jahu, Fas, Zata... Volm, I don't have any. I do have a Netra, though. Jahus are fine. I have plenty of replacement Kraz. I could use a replacement Loch. Netra I could use, and I definitely need a Zata. So I need a Zata. Oh, and a Fas. So I need a Zata, a Fas, and I definitely need a Volm. And a Netra would be good too, but it's... Grinding for these things has been torture. I've gone through, like, just yesterday I think I went through 10 relics and got nothing to show for it except for, I didn't even go for ribbon slivers. I think I went with the Exilus mods. And this one I think is the one that has Vohm. I have no Vohms at all. Oh, I do have 100. Good. Let's beef that up. And then there's Kuva as well, which is horrendous. 1200 Kuva is barely enough to do anything with. Fortunately, the drop pools on these are so small that it's not awful odds of getting one of the mods, but it is still pretty excruciating. So I'm going to equip my... No, whatever. I am going to stay with Octavia. Octavia has more fun, and will blow stuff up as well, because blowing stuff up is cool. Let's see, I still have Berserker on there. On my Octavia, I should have... Good, I do have Arcane Strike. That's going to improve the speed problems considerably. So this song, Spider of Destiny, I believe is about an alien invasion. Oh boy, Void Hole Farms. I can do gunner stuff, but I need... If I'm going to continue to do any Kuva Lich stuff, I am going to have to do this, unfortunately. Oh, it's a Kuva spy. Well, this is going to be interesting. Oh my gosh. On the plus side, I can hold right-click in midair without having any fear. That is an interesting feeling, I can tell you. Whoops, sorry. Oh, there's one back there. I need that. I should really have written down the mods that I needed, because I don't remember now. I know I'm looking for Vohm. Oh, geez, why is everything locked down? How do I unlock this? It's over here. Oh, look, an auto hack. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, we're capped out. I don't know why he's not. I think he's gone around killing more enemies than I have, so it's a little odd. Okay, we're gonna go for B, just in case. Because I'm not 1000% sure I know what he's doing. So, Kuva Spies. Let's see everything that I've forgotten about how these work. More than I care to admit is probably the answer. Okay, which is this one? Ah, don't you run away from me. How did you even... Oh, it's glass. You rude thing, you. Huh. Here's to your security cameras. Well, they're all going to run over that way, and that's just fine. I'm not going to run over that way. So I need to get in over here, and to do that... Oh good, these aren't gray anymore. Can actually see them. If only you could customize the color of those in general. So, where's the secret entrance here? There's always a secret entrance. Okay, that's not it. Okay, I'll amend that to there's generally a secret entrance. I am not seeing one. I've got to ramp up my attack speed, so I might swap out for either quickening. Quickening might be the way to go, actually, because that'll ramp up my combo faster. Which will ramp up my status. Yeah. Let's see, let's see. How do I get there? Oh wow, you're durable, dude. But yeah, I'm in the not so enviable position of being running low on Kuva Lich words. Oh. If he's going for that, I will go for... Oh, no! Yes! No. Oh, no. That's not surprising. And I think anything that has like a forced status proc will also work as far as Exodia Force is concerned. But I'm not 1,000% confident that that's true. I have not seen any evidence against, but I haven't seen enough evidence for to prove it. Okay, so I've got to get over there. This tile set, I tell you, this tile set makes my brain hurt. Ooh. Difficulty with playing Octavia is that Octavia is a fragile. I have said that before. She is quite fragile indeed. Alright, so if I get a mod out of this, it's all good. Yes, we're good. Are you really going to take a Riven Sliver? Really? You would take a Riven Sliver over a Vohm? Okay, dude. Your call. It's your life. Riven Slivers. Ooh, Thermite rounds? Nice. That's plat in the bank. If I choose to sell it. I don't know what the B4 is. I'll have to look that up. Oh, thank goodness I finally got a Vohm. It's of course the time that I'm stuck in a duo as opposed to a quartet. So I can't argue with that. I'm going to leave him to his fate. Oh, he left me to my fate. I thought we had a relationship. We didn't. That was a lie. Let's see. What do we got? No. I don't think any of these. Hoi polloi. Oh, Affinity Spike. Right. Zoom. Yes. And I think the only thing I'm doing here is getting Temporal Blast up there, which is going to be a while. Then I'm basically done with Zeneric, and it's all about Madarai probably, which reminds me... I need to check my Arcwing Survivor build and make sure that... Yes, okay, good. We're set. So I like having Madarai on that because that boosts my damage output a bit. Sleep Dirt. Okay. Yeah, I think I am going to tweak my mod loadout here on this and boost its attack speed. So Prime Fury will get me more attack speed out the gate. Quickening will boost my combo count chance and be slightly slower by 15%. Big, I don't know which path is the right one. It gives me 3. I still can't do that. Well, we'll see. That drops my damage a lot, though. A lot, though. So much damage dropped from that. less than half now per hit, which I think will probably render it largely moot. So I think I do have to stick with prime pressure point. It's just too good to pass up. Okay. So that's good, because that basically gets me set as far as my Lich is concerned. So got like an hour left. Let's see what's going on in recruiting. I don't need Hexanon. Of course, I could always just bring my own boat and join at random. Looking for Void Hole Farm. Any roll. Well, I could host one, I guess. Just not ideally kitted out for it. I don't need that stuff. So I'm gonna go poke around on my boat. Actually, I could just join one at random. Oh, I still don't have those two? I thought I had done those. Obviously not. I haven't done much of the Veil. I've done a couple. They're not that hard. Need DPS damage per second. What I think I'm gonna do is grind my Kuva Lich a little bit and then check the recruitment scanner. What I usually do is I'll do captures and exterms and rescues. Rescues are fine as long as you do them quickly. So I will do that. Interesting that people are looking for the Ropa-Low-List farm. Actually, I think that might be what drops Wisp. Part of the Wisp process, anyway. Oh, here we go. Zoop. Yay, we got a murmur. So the basic flow of murmur farming, or farming up Kuva Liches, is you basically make sure you're always having the rune word mods equipped until you find out your first one. Doesn't matter which rune words you have equipped, just have them there. Because the possibility exists, and it's not high, but it exists, that you'll be able... Oh no! to get a lucky guess. It's happened to me once. Actually, I got 2 lucky guesses, as it turns out. The first one and the third one, I think, wound up being right by accident, but I didn't know the third one at the time. So it is possible, take it from me. It's only happened the once, but the possibility exists, and therefore it is always worth at least trying. So you might get lucky, you probably won't, but you might. But once you have 2, it's pretty... It narrows things down enough that you can get lucky more easily. So it is very much worth your time. Yeah! Was not mashing crouch in the right pattern. Now, a lot of people with Octavia will set it up so that you do things at a specific rhythm because they want to have the aesthetics of the soundtrack that Octavia can play, which is whatever song you care to make. Oh, Razorback Armada's here. Neat. Oh man, I'm so accustomed to actually having Primed Reach on here, I can't do anything. I feel so helpless. I feel like I don't attack enough of an area. So I'm having some difficulty keeping my combo up. Considering how dependent I am on that. But yeah, you basically run easy missions until you get your first mod. Your first murmur reveal, that is. And from there, you just kind of keep doing how you do, really. He's going to keep stealing stuff from me. He can go right ahead. As long as he doesn't steal Requiem relics, I'm pretty much fine. Yeah, I caused some serious murder there. It was okay. I tell ya, Primed Reach is a biggie. Okay, so the Razorback Armada's here. I think I've shown that one off before. Oh, and it's another Orican Catalyst. I want that. I do want that. It's true. It's true, it's true, it's true. That said, going with Inaros is probably the better bet. Inaros has Inaros type cheese that he can do. Oh, I need to check how many Razorback ciphers I've got. Oh, I have 7? I'm gonna build another one. Inaros is particularly good for this, not because of survivability, though that helps. It's actually because of his 2. I think it's his 2. Yeah, Devour. Because what he does is he goes and he yoinks them, and you use that on bursts that you need to hack, and giggle at that point. I'll keep Arcane Guardian. Strictly speaking, don't think I need Arcane Energize, but never hurt anyone. So let's go do this. These aren't especially hard. Yeah, I have them equipped. Not especially difficult, provided you actually have a squad doing them. Doing it solo, which might be what's about to happen, that's another matter. I've never done them solo. I'm not equipped well to do it.
We need to find the vehicle and take them down. Do not let the target escape.
I'm just gonna get my armor up here.
The kinetic field's prototype supplies are essential, but we can only draw in the mountain.
That should do it.
Let's turn the speed against you.
May the void take mercy upon you. God has mercy. I don't. Wow, I'm taking the damage. Oh, nice. He did not care. He didn't care at all. Getting us execution kills is so much harder now than it used to be. Used to just kind of do them. It used to just happen. I don't think this counts. It doesn't, but I go invincible anyway. Oh, thanks, dude. I didn't need that for health or anything. Come on. Please? Wow, nothing's working on that, so that's good. So it used to be you just hit Inaros' one and then just mash whatever button you cared to for executions, but now apparently that is not how it works. So I've got to do it the hard way. Okay, I'm still an operator, no wonder. Great. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 this is not okay. Stop it. What is going on here? Jeez Louise. Let me just grab another one. Should get knocked down any second now. Get my armor back up because I think that went down. Yoink! And an auto hack. Very nice. And let it do its thing, and then we're just gonna kill this thing to death. There we go. Easy. Now we just have to do that 3 more times. Oh, cool. We're right at the exit. Nice. I approve. So, provided I hadn't mucked that first one up, and then made myself kind of look dumb the whole rest of the way. That's how that's done. Why do I have Imperator Vandal? Nice. Okay. Gonna back out because it likes bugging if you somehow can't do a mission. I also should probably do some of these buried debts things for the Thermia because I think I'm running low on Thermia cultures or sludge. I think I'm at sub 100, maybe sub 50. I keep meaning to go and grind up the, not Profit Taker, the Exploiter Orb to get the Ephemeras, but I just, every time I do, something gets, some impediment gets in the way, which usually is me finding any excuse not to do it because it's drudgery. I can't skip this. You'll notice a lot of people being
The
Wukong
enemy has
Prime.
prototypes
That's because
nearby, so
Wukong
it's not
Prime is a
too
very
easy
good
to take him
survivor.
down
He
to the raw.
surviveth.
We must turn his scheme against him. You're still in the... No detection from enemy sensors. They brought me reinforcements. A Bursa.
Oh, really? You can't do it to them? Of course not. That would be too easy. Alright, so now I am not so easy to kill.
All previous strikes since the Razorback have
It's a
failed.
bunch of
We
armor
need to find a
you
way
can
to
get.
breach through its shields.
Now, if you had shields, you'd be wondering,
Scans show this
well,
facility is
yeah,
also
like
home to
a
upgraded
good
personnel.
example, armor doesn't
We
affect
have to
shields in the
keep them
slightest.
at the same time.
So, Hildren, for instance, gets absolutely no benefit from armor.
Let's go.
I just realized my music ran out, so I'm going to have to pick something real quick. So I'm going to stand in my customary corner right over here.
You've located the VIP. Time to go to work.
And I just wait for it to come into view, and that's not it. Fine. Get over here. Preferably don't fall through the floor, because that's not helpful. There we go. And now we're just gonna stand here mashing a button a lot until that Bursa does its job. I think someone is truly attacking that Bursa. Yeah, he is. What an idiot. There we go. Come on. There we go. Notice I am lowish on health. 2, 3. Don't like the way those keep going under. Stop it. There we go. Not a single freebie so far, which is a bit annoying. Oh dear. Oh, that wasn't enough to kill it. If you're really fast, you can sometimes skip a phase. But you have to be pretty darn fast indeed. No. Please. Thank you. Oh, one freebie. Just in time for it to die. Anyway, so that's good. I may wind up using Wukong Prime a bit more because he basically can die 3 times for free, which I think is really silly. But and he has all kinds of ways of making himself even harder and more obnoxious to kill. No? Oh, is it down here? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's hunt down some tunes. Did Frank Zappa. Let's, oh, I know what I want to do. I know who I want to do. It's probably not a great idea, but we're doing it anyway. Where are you? Oh, don't you do this. Where are they? Oh, what is going on? Cancel. Ah, Gorgon Wraith Barrel. That's nice. Let me make sure I'm not in the squad anymore. I'm not. My music. Oh, unless it's under T. Yeah, it's under T. Weird. Okay, here we go. Ah.
Looking at Earth through telescope, my spaceship is clean, and I love my job. Music of space scrolls in my ear. I'm dreaming of girls and six-pack of beer. I'm a rocket man.
Ah. There we go. Ah. When the timing is good, it is good. Yoink. Oh. Oh, someone hacked it up there. That's fine. Oh, yes. Blessed auto hack doing its auto hack thing. And it did. It's not easy, but you can skip stages, and that is basically what we just did. The room is locked, though. That is not good. There we go. Just had to fade away. Ah, so this is a band called the Red Elvises. They're a bunch of Russian emigres who lived in California They basically do rock and roll, but with a decidedly Eastern European twist. I find them very entertaining. Gorgon Wraith Blueprints. I should check to see if I've got a full set that I can sell. Someday I'll get back into the actual swing. Do do do. Bo, 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 bo. Let me. If he doesn't invite me, it's fine. I don't really want to do. Ugh. Oh, I need to check my operator and make sure that I've got whichever one it is for the charge up. I just loved the way the light green looked on his weird marbly protrusions. Gave it this nice sort of jade appearance, although jade is, I think, a bit darker. It's got that milky color, milky green. Definitely one of my favorite deluxe skins. It's really classy. Focus. Yes, Matarai, okay. Just to charge up Void Strike. Apparently, nobody wants to run as a Chroma. I don't blame them. Chroma's a running as Chroma is a chore. Wow, he's been using those a lot. Got a Volt. Alright. How much more time do we have? Night in 11 minutes. We got plenty of time. Yeah. Ooh, that's what I need to do. I need to make sure I've got a pet. And let's make sure it's something for a rifle. Yeah, there we go. Oh, these set mods, so little time. Alrighty. He's going with a Rubico Prime. They probably all have dope ribbons. CD? CD. Cooldown? I'm gonna double check my loadout. Yeah. Although I think the range on this doesn't matter all that much, but I like having it just to be on the safe side. Did I? There we go. Weird. So what's gonna go on here is we're basically gonna sit there for like 10 minutes for night, waiting for night to fall, and then banging out the first one really quickly. It's gonna be real fun. Oh, that's interesting. You did energizing dash. That's one way to do it. Let's see, I'm gonna be here charging up my virtuous strike or whatever, which is just gonna be mind-numbing because I just hold control a lot. I should in fact find a weight and put it on my on my control key to crouch. But we're building it up. The thing is, I have to make sure that I don't ever do any attacks other than ones I really mean. So that's the real fun part. All it takes is one melee attack, and you just use up one of your 8 charges. What do we get up to, right? A times 8.76 multiplier. We want that higher. Is we're going to be doing some serious damage to the Gantulist or Hydralist. TKO Insanity, better get over here, because it's not night yet, and you could alter the spawns. Which is to say, make it so they don't spawn properly. The lures, that is. Which is not fun. Oh, yo, yo. Up to a 21x multiplier. We want it higher than that. We still got a lot of time to kill. Three minutes? That's not so bad. I was afraid it was going to be like 7 or 8 or 10 minutes, and I was just going to be like, I think I'm going to die. Because this is as fun as it looks. Not very. Whatever, we should be able to get it, provided everybody knows their role and can do it effectively. We should be fine. We should be able to get a 3x3, no problem. I'm not totally sure what that is. Oh, he's shooting 4s at us and fucking up our spawns, so that's good. He's using an Elytron for reasons I can only guess at. Let's see. If it's 3 minutes left, I should be able to get up to like a x 8 times 35, 40 multiplier probably. Which should make pretty short work of our good friend, either the Gantulist or Hydralist. I think I'd rather save for the Hydralist if possible, because that one can be really annoying. I wish operators could use K-drives. That'd be cool. Yeah. Should, with any luck, be able to get up to near 40. I can always keep charging during the other phases because I can't really shoot it without bleeding through my damage multiplier. Night. It beckons. What a terrible night for a curse. I just can't understand why you would want to use an Elytron when you have to get some from point A to point B quickly. Now, part of the logic is, oh, everybody has blink now, but it's like, yeah, or I could just fly around with like an Itzel and not care about it. This coming from the guy who's probably gotten a Mesha equipped. So we're at 40 multiplier. Let's see how high we can get it. I mean, if I'm just charging throughout all of the phases of the other ones, I mean, we're going to be looking at 50 or 60 easy. If that's all I'm doing. Ooh, he's not far away. It's right at the water, though. That's really dodgy. Well, I'm ready. I couldn't hear it at all, so that was as much luck as anything else. I'm gonna have to turn down my music. In fact, that is exactly what I'm going to do. Just so I don't muff this up. I don't want to be that guy. Get another charged lure, please. And I am just gonna sit here and keep charging, because I am not, strictly speaking, needed. For Harrow, it's a pretty tight audio cue that I really do not want to get wrong that I use. What's the exception? Where's the exception? Let's write it in. Very good. Now we just pick up the gizmos. There we go. Ooh. It's further away than I thought. Alright, so it's probably going to pop up. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to save up for the Hydralist. Because if I can do that, I can render the Hydralist pretty much moot. And we should have the full set of lures. Oh boy. I'm just going to keep charging. Oh, I popped out right when it happened. I see. Fair enough. There we go. Yeah. And I'll keep charging. Who knows? Maybe I'll get up to like a 70% or a 70x multiplier. I think we are going to need one more lure, though. Usually one spawns over in that general direction. Okay. I'm up. Yeah. Break 70x damage multiplier, no problem. So this should make the Hydralist much easier. I am not going to worry about doing this for our second and third runs, though. This is not in the cards, as they say. Yeah, so long as I'm breaking like 15, I think. 15 or 20k damage, I'm going to get the maximum multipliers out, which is good. I could stand to mod my power strength a bit higher, but it's not strictly necessary, in my opinion. This gets the job done. Oy. Let me get that other exceptional core. No problemo. We got this. Ain't no big thing, B. Yeah, let's get us up to 80x multiplier and call it good, I think. I mean, we'll keep going as far as we can, but that should be like... should be just about one-shotting the Hydralisk shields, I would think. Maybe in excess, and I'm fine with that too. Especially with other people helping out, it won't matter. I'll see how much damage it does. When we get there. So keeping airborne is pretty important. Oh. I lost count. I don't mind admitting that. Kermit, I'll do the DPS from now on. He's actually doing just fine. Oh, or you can warp yourself all the way over there, that's fine. I've had that go horribly wrong more than once, so I don't ever try it. It's because he warped it, probably. Alright, I'm at 85%. This thing's shields are going right down. I just need the Volt to pop up his thingamajigs so I can actually do that. Alright, Volt, where are your shields? Oh, I didn't mean to shoot twice there. Three shots. Okay, I can make that work. Two shots. I just need energy now. I can live so long as I don't get another magnetized proc. Shoot. Well, I ran out. You better fucking pray, dude. Because I have seen that go horribly wrong. Be interested to see what we got out of that. Tempo, Awakening, and Avenger. Eh. All right, and we're back. Sneezing. It's loud. Neat. Come on. I could have done more damage if I actually shot through the shields. Okay, let's do this all over again. Now for the hard part, because I'm not going to be able to take its shields down in like one shot. Ah! Roar. Ugh. There we go. That's 2. Oh no! Eh. Uh-oh. This will be number 4. good. And I think that is probably the last one, isn't it? The next one should not be an issue. Yeah. I am gonna do it anyway, just in case. No, I'm not. Oh, I thought I was cloaked, but alright. Alright, where are we ganging up here? To shoot it in the face a lot. Oh hey, dropped a maim. Neat. Very neat. Very neat indeed. I'm not 100% sure I got the arcanes from that, but we'll find out. Meanwhile, let's get... oh, we did. We're good. Arcane Arachne, Awakening, Momentum. Let's get some other tunes going here. What do we got? Oh, I can do, first, let's get out of here. Oh. Or, you know, do that. That's right, I have fewer to work with there. Gosh darn it. I'm gonna hedge my bets and get myself some more juice. There we go.
Energy spike. I advise falling back. That device is insufficient. You are directed to secure and employ additional items.
And oh, I could do that.
Energy spike. I advise falling back.
It is so annoying, you have absolutely no idea.
Energy spike. I advise falling back.
This is another group called Big Lazy. They used to be known as Lazy Boy until the mattress company got upset with them and made them change the name. I don't think they've done any albums, significant numbers of albums beyond like the 2 that I own. I don't think they were that big a deal. Wow, that guy collected a lot of lures very quickly. I'm impressed. Alright. Is he facing this way? Yes. I kind of hope with the new war we wind up being able to fight these things, or something like these things, under other circumstances. Ah!
Energy spike. I advise falling back. That device is insufficient. You are directed to secure and deploy additional backup.
I popped it early. I might not catch the last one. No, we're good. Yeah! We do need to get another lure charged. Okay, we have 2 charged. We're good. Ow.
Energy spike. I advise falling back.
We good. We good. Ain't nothing to worry about here now, folks. We're just doing how we do. Okay, it's doing a lot less damage than I'd like. There we go, that's better. The problem with, and I have to double check my amp loadout because I haven't changed it in about a year now. Is that the alt fire winds up doing damage to you within the effective range that you want to be. So you end up killing yourself steadily. Primary fire, on the other hand, does not. There we go.
Energy spike. I advise falling back.
Alright. This is going pretty smoothly. It's a group of people who basically know what they're doing. I give a special props to the Trinity, who very clearly knows what it's doing. Eh! I thought I was cloaked. There you go. Getting the angle on that so it's hitting a lot is kind of tricky, I find, but doable. -1. This must be some mystical shorthand that I'm not aware of or alert to. I think he's just denoting. Where are you, dude? Where are you, dude? Plop your gizmos. Where is his gizmos?
Sentient energy contained. You are closing on victory. Act now.
Not too shabby. Hydrolist, as always, is the real chore here. Let's see. I'm gonna let somebody else plant first. Oh, we're fine. If it's 5 minutes, we'll be okay. I am not overly concerned. Well, that's spooky. Yikes! I'm spooked. It is on the other side of the water. Yeah! There we go.
Energy spike. I advise falling back. That device is insufficient. You are directed to secure and deploy additional Eidolon moves.
There we go. Oh, God. There we go.
Energy spike. I advise falling back.
Very good. It's going well.
Energy spike.
Miss Chrome is on his job. Everybody's on their job. I'm very pleased. Even me this time. It's astounding. It's always a good feeling when I'm actually doing it right. I still find this mind-numbing torture when compared to actual trials, which were quite tricky. It must be said. They required you to be on the ball. With all the power creep stuff that we've gotten since then, though, I think it would be pretty mind-numbingly easy. It would not be a big deal to take care of that stuff now. Maybe that's why they did it, is they were like, well, we're introducing stuff like ribbons, and it's going to just completely trash this part of the game. It's going to take whatever challenge was there and render it moot. Which shows surprising forethought, because they'd be dead right in that assumption. Then again, they've also been steadily making the game easier anyway, ever since that point in time, and a little before.
Energy spike. I advise falling back.
Uh-oh. It's a little earlier than I would have liked, but we should be okay. Yeah, we're good. Ugh. Very nice. Are those specters, maybe? That might be it. Either that or somebody's leaving behind corpses. Very nice. That went well. Good runs. That was a very solid 3x3. And we got an Arcane Energize. Oh, nice. Plat in the bank. What is his Rubico Prime build? Oh. Rubico build. I've done that before. Yikes, that is a very good Rubico ribbon. Bolster speed isn't bad. Should be radiation, yeah. Yeah, that looks about right. He's going with vigilante armaments, but I don't think that's a problem per se. I think that's the standard loadout. All right, so that is going to have to do it for today. Thanks for tuning in if you tuned in. If you didn't tune in, well, hope you're enjoying the watch of what I did on today, which was January 8th of 2020. I really don't need a ribbon for me. Someone just gave it for free. Yeah, but you'll keep it. 2 to 3 shots without the ribbon? I don't think so. Because I've done that build. Or a build very much like that. Yeah, with Split Chamber, Vital Sense, Serration Point Strike, Hellfire, Stormbringer, and Vigilante Armaments. And it takes like a clip for me. Granted, you can just bang it out, but still. That is how people are building it, though. I prefer the Lanka. It feels a little more satisfying, but it is trickier. Well. Why, though? Doesn't boost that much. Oh, maybe for a Riven. Yeah, that's probably it. Oh, even then. Why, though? I'm gonna double check my Rubico. That should be what mine is. Yeah, seriously. I know I need to put Forma on mine. Yeah. Why do I have Hammer's Shot? That's a good question. Yeah. I just need to Forma mine more. I think it might be on my regular Rubico, but I'm not going to check that. Alright, well, I'm out. Thanks again for tuning in. Again, there will not be a Storytime Saturday this Saturday because I'm going to be busy being involved in a tournament for a game called Eximius Seize the Frontline. I will hope to stream it, but I may, for performance's sake, not stream it, just to make sure I've got all the computing power I can get, because I'm going to be up against some pretty tough people, and I am not very good at the game to begin with. And it is fairly ruthless. Let me get my Lankabetic equipped here. But yeah, I will be streaming that this Saturday probably. I will probably, I think it starts on the 9th? No, the 10th. I think it's the 10th. I think it's Friday it starts. So I'll probably be streaming that. With any luck, though, we will have the. I will be able to do it on Sunday instead, my storytime reading. Either way, it'll get done somewhere along the line. I also probably will not be here for this coming Mecha Monday because I will be having dentist work done. Dentistry, the fine art of legal torture, and dental health care. It's important to take care of your mouth, but God, it sucks to be on the receiving end. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and have a great week until I see you next. Have a good one, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.